Russia in the red singlet, Sammy Hazewinkel. Team USA in the blue. Sam, of course, a 2012 Olympian. And Hazewinkel, US Open champ. One of the rare guys to make the switch. Of course, was a long-time Greco-Roman wrestler for Team USA and made the switch at last Olympic cycle, and it certainly paid off as Hazewinkel qualified for London and the Olympics. Pan American champion a year ago. And boy, we've been around the sport certainly enough for our lives, Richard. How impressive is what Sam Hazewinkel's done with his career? Basically just learned a new craft. You know, very Greco-Roman wrestler, and just said, you know what, I think I'm going to try out for the Olympic team and go freestyle. And all he did was make the Olympic team. Incredible story. I think it doesn't get enough coverage of how impressive what Hazewinkel did. I mean, that's, you know, it's like a professional football player just having one day and saying, I'm going to try and be a professional hockey player and becoming one of the best in the world at hockey after he was one of the best in the world at football. I mean, it's unheard of what Hazewinkel did.
You know, he was obviously one of the top collegiate wrestlers for, you know, his all 4 years of college, you know, at that weight. So he's definitely had the experience there. But you're right, it is hard for wrestlers to make that transition. Actually, transition came in whenever I was at OU. Sam's at OU, and Sammy Henson comes in and basically told Hazewinkel, "You're wrestling freestyle." So they made that decision together and went with it, and he's been training his tail off ever since to come out here and get the job done, makes the Olympic team, you know, and expect big things from him in the future.
Yeah, great training program there at Oklahoma with Sam Henson, the world champ. And we got cautions coming here. And so there it is. So we have our second shot clock here as Sanaa's been hit. Richard, he's got 30 seconds to score. And Sanaa's in on that shot. He's got to hang on. Does Hazewinkel for another 5 seconds. And now's where I'm not very good at math. You do the arithmetic. He's got another 10 seconds. So Hazewinkel's got to hang on for 10 more seconds, but he can't stall, otherwise the script will flip here. And oh!
Sanaa will get it.
Inside trip. And 3 red.
That was an impressive throw there. Inside trip, double overs.
So 3 red. They've given 1 blue. I'm not sure where that came from, but 3 red, and that was a heck of a move by Artas Sanaa. It's the inside trip with back exposure, so a 3-1 lead now for the Russians. Second in last year's Kadroyev Cup, third in the Fila Golden Grand Prix. And it looks like Sanaa is going to carry a big lead into the second period off that move.
I'll switch her real quick. They didn't do anything.
So that's one of those moves, Richard, where the stalling pays off as Sanaa gets hit for stalling, or the passivity call, and does score 3 points. So second period now, this again 6-minute cumulative match, which finds Artas Sanaa up 3-0 over Sam Hazewinkel.
And keep that in mind, it is a 3-0 score. You can't see it on your screen right now, but it is 3-0. And there is 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the match. So add a minute to what you're seeing.
So another one of those instances where the wrestler gets hit with passivity, comes through and scores. And he had about 1 second to spare when he hit that inside trip and got the 3-point move.
And there's Sanaa again with the throw.
And there's maybe the Greco background of Hazewinkel coming in. I'm sure he's been in that position once or twice in his Greco days.
So we're coming up on 2 minutes left in the second period. 3-0 still your score. Don't be confused by the clock on your screen.
Of course, if you followed the Olympic trials in the Olympics last summer, a lot of coverage of the Hazewinkel family. His dad and his uncle, Olympians for Team USA. And, of course, Sam completing that. Neat story last year by joining his dad and uncle on an Olympic team. And there's
the takedown.
There it is. So 3-2. Still a lot of time on the clock, 1 minute 30 seconds.
Still getting used to that 1 versus 2.
I know, every time I look at it, like, what happened?
All right, so now you see the correct score and the correct time on the screen. 3-2, Hazewinkel. Excuse me, 3-2 Sanaa.
So a takedown for Hazewinkel was, well, so say Hazewinkel could go ahead with a takedown. Sanaa can widen his lead, and he does that, now up 5-2. Nice leg attack there by Sanaa. So under 45 seconds to go now, Sam Hazewinkel in a hole. He's going to need a 3-point move or a couple of takedowns here in this final half minute.
Mine's a couple seconds behind.
Again, this is not a period. This is a cumulative score. This is 5-2 is your match score right now. So now with 3 in the first and 2 here in the second. Hazewinkel with 2 here in the second as well. And he is running out of time, down to 10 seconds.
He's in on the shot.
And time is going to run out. A win for Russia. Artas Sanaa, 5-2 over Sam Hazewinkel.